Does anybody here think that Virginia Tech can beat Clemson with an honest face? Not just hopes and aspiration for us to get into the ACC championship game, but do any of y'all really think that Virginia Tech could beat Clemson?
Can anybody out there hear me?
Hammer gang. Oh, we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Now, this is not one of those videos that I like to do. This is not the news that I like to bring you. But unfortunately, it's in the air. It's out there. It's on Twitter. It's been announced. So some of you might have already heard this. Some of you may not. But I'm going to, put it out there too. So basically, Savion Collins, one of the Palmetto 5, has decommitted from Miami officially. He put it out there on Twitter yesterday around 8-ish sometimes, that he will be decommitting from the University of Miami. Much love. Now, Savion has been rumored to have decommitted from Miami a long time. He hasn't really said it, but now it's official. A while back, maybe a couple months in the off season, before this season started, there was rumors going around that he was not solid with the University of Miami, that, he could decommit at any time, and right now it's official. So he also did an interview maybe a couple months back with Streeter, with Footballville. If you've seen the interview that he did, he said basically he's been committed to the University of Miami for about 2 years now. He's been solid on it. He hasn't, said anything or did anything. That's just fans speculating. But unfortunately, right now, there's no speculating around this. He's put this information out himself. He's decommitted. So I've seen a lot of fan bases going after this guy already. One in particular, Georgia Tech fan bases going straight for this kid. They've been following him. Maybe there's some information out there that Georgia Tech fans know that we don't, but they've been going after him hard. Fans also that I've seen, Florida State and the Gators, both of them are, trying to entice the kid to come to their school. It is what it is. Now, Florida State could be a possibility. They need a lot of players. They got a lot of opt-outs. They got a lot of players that probably won't be on their team the next season. So they're going to need some help. And who knows, he might go there and start right away. It is what it is. Now, the Florida Gators, I don't know that situation. They're winning. They look good right now. Maybe it's enticing to him. Plus, he has 2 other teammates that's committed to the Florida Gator, and Jason Marshall and, the other Collins. So hopefully, man, we find out some more about this later on down the line. Now, keep this in mind. Just because a kid decommits from a school does not mean that they do not end up signing with the school. That just means, plain and simple, it's a business decision. Maybe he want to explore his options. Maybe he didn't get that chance. I keep telling you guys, during the earlier part of recruiting, when we kept getting all these kids, especially in the Miami area and in the Florida area, to commit to Miami, and to say that they're shutting down their, their recruitment process, keep this in mind. This is 2020. This is Coronaville. We're in Coronaville. So as you see, this Corona thing is starting to clear up a little bit. So kids could actually, try to visit schools or even talk to other schools or get offers from other schools that may be intriguing to them. Maybe they want to see what's out there. So, until something is written on paper, take it as a grain of salt. It is what it is. But Savion Collins has officially decommitted from the University of Miami. So it is what it is. We'll follow up on this whenever, the developments are made. Now, off topic. Sarah. Not the kicker from Vandy. Well, let's talk about the kicker from Vandy. Uncle Lou made a video yesterday, and he was ranting or whichever one you want to call it. He was talking about the kicker from Vandy, how basically the SEC gave this girl The special team player of the week, off of after she went into the game and kicked one squid kick, which was pretty horrible. You know, Vandy barely got to kick the ball. They didn't score, so she couldn't kick any extra points. And they didn't really do anything. They got the ball first, didn't do nothing with it. She did one squid kick, and that was because of halftime. Halftime, you know, Vandy had to kick the ball, so she did a squid kick, which, to me, I ain't gonna lie, it was horrible. It was horrible. And he was talking about equality. Now, that has been an issue for a long time in this world, in America, you name it. So, giving her the player of the week just because she's a girl, he's saying that basically that's not practicing equality. It was a great story to have her as a kicker and this and that, and then the SEC when they messed it up. I agree with him. It is what it is. If we're going to practice equality, if we're going to have, you know, girls do what guys do, then hold them to the same standard. Plain and simple. If I go out there now and I kick horrible, y'all ain't going to give me no SEC player of the week. So if she go out there and she does the same, she shouldn't receive SEC player of the week. It is what it is. I ain't bashing the girl, to be honest with you. I ain't bashing her at all. I understand what they're trying to do. It is what it is. Moving on from that. Sarah Miller. Girl, I swear to God, I love you. But you got to stop it. You got to stop it, man. You got to stop stating the obvious. The things that everybody already know. The things that we know, but are nearly impossible. Okay, so Sarah Miller put out a tweet the other day, basically saying that if Virginia Tech beats Clemson, then Miami will have to beat Duke and North Carolina to get into the ACC championship game. Sarah, we know this. Sarah. Sarah, we know this. Okay, we all know this. It don't take a rocket science. It don't take a genius to know this. Okay, like I said, Sarah, I love you, but you got to stop it, man. You got to stop it. You got to stop it. You got to stop it, Sarah. Okay, so Virginia Tech, you're putting your cookies on Virginia Tech. Does anybody here think that Virginia Tech can beat Clemson with an honest face? Not just hopes and aspirations for us to get into the ACC championship game, but do any of y'all really think that Virginia Tech could beat Clemson? Let me do a little rundown for you. Pitt blew out Virginia Tech. Then after they blew out Virginia Tech, Clemson blew them out. Clemson blew out Pitt. So we beat Pitt. We beat Virginia Tech. We beat Virginia Tech by a point, with damn near almost all our team almost gone to Corona. So you really think a healthy Clemson versus Virginia Tech is going to be a close game after they got blown out by basically almost everybody that we beat? Basically everybody that beat them goes on to get blown out. Susan Miller, oh my God, I love you, girl, but you got to stop it. You got to stop it.